Hi everybody, this is Aimee DeRoehn, and this is the RoadHome Empower Yoga Show. This is your opportunity to practice if you can't make a class, and sometimes it's just not possible. And sometimes it's not possible to do a lengthy yoga practice, but a shorter one proves that less is more. So let's begin. Let's get moving. Literally. Take your soles of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. And fold forward as you breathe out. We're still going to flow, but I want to just start to open up some of the nooks and crannies of your hips, your groin, my groin. We all relate to each other pretty well, you know, about discomfort and tension and all of that. But I also want us to have a space and create a space together where we can relate to each other with enthusiasm. So we're just going to practice today and just help you get out of your own way a little bit. That's what the practice does for me. It helps me get away from my thinking self. And we're just going to melt some lead into gold. So take your breath out. Let your exhales really soften things. And take your breath in. And let your exhale really soften things. And then bring yourself on up. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to bring your right hand to the floor. And I'd like you to take your left arm up. And I'd like you to, if you can bring your elbow, forearm into the floor or maybe onto your front right thigh. You're going to lift up and you're going to spin your rib cage and your left lung up and back a little bit so you kind of fan the side body. Just breathe into that space. And then as you exhale, bring it down. And take this right arm up. And you keep rooting your hips down. Look for that, but look for length through the side body. So on an inhale, you just reaching your arm up is one part, but if you inhale, it'll really stretch out this side waist. Lean over as you breathe out. Turn your right lung, right rib cage up. Come on back. Walk your fingers out in front of you a little bit. Remember, you're just still getting started. So am I. So we're not going balls to the wall. We're just simply opening things up. Breath in. Surrender your exhale. It's the surrendering of the out breath that will create a softening of some of the excess hardening that we've just been accustomed to. Bring your knees together. Cross your ankles. Bring your palms flat. And step your way back into a downward dog. Again, palms and fingers spread wide. Feet are hip width apart. Feet face forward. And making sure you drop your head, put your eyes right between your feet. As soon as you have a place to land your eyes, it'll start soothing and strengthening the parasympathetic nervous system. Breathe in. Long exhale. The hips are being pulled up and back. Your head gets to really hang between your arms, and then squeeze your arms too. Good. Breathe it in. Empty it all out. Take your feet together. On an inhale, send your right leg high. On an exhale, bend your upper knee. On an inhale, pick the knee up a little bit more in line with that right hip. And as you breathe out, peel the right hip open, head dropping. Roll your hip down and go for it. Hug your knee to your nose. Shoulders move over the wrists, chin to your chest. Length, kick up. Bend the knee, roll it open. Roll the hip down. Right knee to the left elbow. You shift the body weight forward, so line the shoulders up over the wrists, okay? Kick up. And exhale the foot to the floor. Take the left side. Inhale it so it goes up. Squeeze the bottom leg. So the more you stabilize your bottom leg, the more the upper leg can soar. Okay, so you root down to take flight. Pushing your upper foot against an imaginary door. Push into it. I mean, yeah, it may be imaginary, but really engage your upper foot and envision I'm pushing into a door. And the inhales and the exhales and all the movement combined start to open up doorways in our body, in our hip crevices, but also in our mind and in our emotional heart. Walk forward, feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Empty the breath, fold forward. Push down into the feet. Really drive the legs and feet strongly into the earth. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. In breath, halfway up. Stepping back to downward dog. Go for that left leg again. Take it up. And hug it in, knee to your nose. You notice I forgot that on the other side. So I remember, we forget, and we remember. Bring it in tight. And bring it to the inner right elbow. Kick up. Bend the knee, roll it open. There, now you're complete. Now you won't walk around lopsided. Just walk your feet out a little bit. The back of our legs are so darn tight. So let's just work with that. And let's not ignore that tension. Let's have some space for compassion for it. They're your legs. Have compassion for yourself. And that'll really create an amazing practice. Walk forward, feet to your hand. Halfway lift, pull the shoulders back, fold. Now we're going to move. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, hands to the heart. Head heavy. Halfway up, breathe in. Step back, high push up. Low. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Breath in. Empty. On an inhale, you'll expand your belly. And on an exhale, you'll pull it really tight. Inhale, let it relax and expand out. Exhale, suck it in. The more you pull the belly in, the stronger the exhale. When the air is completely gone, you're free, with nothing in your way, to come forward, weightless. Halfway up, breathe in. Folding, hands behind your back, clasp your hands, and bow. Rise up. Fold. Halfway. Step back. High push up. Low. In breath. Out. Breathe in. Relax your head. Breathe in. Eyes between your feet. Let the breath go. It's just law. The more you're able to breathe in, the bigger amount of oxygen you can get to your lungs and your brain. So it's going to make everything feel refreshed from the inside out. And it's kind of like a miracle. It's like magic. It's like nothing in your life changed outside you. But you come back into your life with a new way of being. Walk, feet to your hand. A way of being that will benefit and enhance every part of your life. And every one. Inhale, reach long. Out breath. Halfway up. High plank, hug in your belly. Low. Inhale. Out breath. Breathe in. All gone. Look forward. Right foot, step it forward. Turn your back foot flat. Take your right thumb to your right hip crease. I want you to peel the right hip back. You're looking to get the knee and hip kind of lined up, okay? You're looking to keep the right knee pressed open toward the baby toe side of the foot. Really anchor down the foot. Often I'll see the toes grip like crazy. Come out of survival mode, spread your toes, push your heel into the floor and the ball of your foot. Back leg straight. Inhale up to stand. Tuck your chin down a little bit so your neck stays long. If your shoulders are tight, open your arms wider. If you're really tight, make the extra room for yourself. You have options, you know. You're not like being forced in a jack-in-the-box. So really go and explore where you can make space. Explore like, oh, I'm all tight and everything's all pent up and now I'm all frustrated. And then it's like, no, you don't have to go into that story. Just open things up, make room, and suddenly you have a room with a view. Reach up, hands to your heart. Taking yourself into warrior two, keep pressing your right knee open. Press the knee forward and open to the baby toe side of the foot. Front heel lining up with your back arch. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Length. Breathe in. Flip both palms up like your pinky fingers are going way up. Hug your shoulders into your middle back. That'll really open the front of your chest. Take your left arm, wrap it around your waist. If you can, your back fingertips will pull that hip down. Reverse that warrior. Now, hug your right shoulder back down into its socket. Take your left hand now at your rib cage, front rib cage. Use your fingers and just expand. Just spread things wide. Create that space. And front arm to your front thigh. You don't want to sink in your shoulder. You want to pull up and out. And you're going to open that left arm. Take your shoulders a little bit down your back by simply lowering your upper arm. Palm and fingers spread wide. Lots of room for breath. So really expand your belly, get the air in. Empty the breath. Back to warrior two. Cartwheel down. High, low, up, downward dog. Taking your left foot, you're on the move. Even if you feel kind of still a little locked up, move anyway, but just, breathe. Warrior one, up, Press your left knee open. Outside of the left foot, press it, back foot, press it down. Open into warrior two. Left knee presses open. Feel your wrists pull apart. And you can take your arms below shoulder level, but lots of length through your fingertips. Take your right arm, hook it around your back. This feels really good. Take your back fingers, pull your left hip and buttock down. Reverse the warrior. Hear yourself breathe. Take your fingertips and just expand the rib cage. Reach up. Hear your exhale. Bring you into your front thigh. Lift up out of your shoulder. Pull your elbow back. Peel your chest open wide. And breathe. Back into warrior two. Cartwheel down. In breath. All gone. It's simple. The more you exhale, the more of everything settles down. The more you really bring the exhale deep into the body, the more you'll settle and soothe your mind. You'll strengthen the parasympathetic nervous system, which is really going to keep you more relaxed but grounded. Elevated in your mood and really present with the day, the moment, the minute right in front of you. You don't want to miss that. You want to use your practice so that you can just really be present, so that you're not feeling like time's been stolen from you. And always thinking, where did the time go? Where did the time go? Because time's not waiting. Exhale it all. And jump. Feet to hands. Halfway up. Fold. Reach all the way up. Hands to the heart. We'll take a little bit of balancing. So, I'd like you to take your right knee in line with your right hip. Catch it. Left hand on the left hip. Really stand tall. So the more you pull your chest up, root down through your foot and lift your chest. Open the right leg out to the side. You can look over your left arm, or you can just look over your shoulder with the hand at your hip. You come on back to center. Everyone take your leg straight out in front of you. Pull your toes back. That'll really power up your leg. You have power there anyway. Tons of power. Just pull the toes back and it's like, wow, that little action brought something big to reveal itself inside you. Really pull the toes back. Hands on the hips. Now you're going to swing the right leg back. Keep your right foot flexed. You're going to take your arms out to the sides. And then you're going to bring your palms out in front of you. You can interlace your fingers. Warrior three. From here, you can take your bottom fingertips to a block. My hope is you have one. And you're going to really look to keep this back leg higher than your hip level for half moon. So the upper foot is flexed. You squeeze this upper leg with all you have. You have lots of power. And your fingertips are on a block. You can open your chest. Arm up. Come on back. Hands on the hips. Left leg up. Open it out. It's okay if you're wobbly. And if your bottom foot's wobbly, that's because you're learning how to find some balance. Come on back. Drive your legs straight out. Flex the foot. Pull the toes back. Breathe in. Kick it up. Drive it back. Take your arms out alongside your body, behind you, and then go ahead, bring them forward. Pull your chest up. Interlace your fingers. And if you have the block in front of your toes, we'll see. You're just doing the best you can. And every day you practice, it's just a practice. If the balance is there, it's there. And if not, it means you're probably more in your head. So the quickest way for you to really get balance, aside from the alignment, is breathing. Strong ujjayi breathing. Settles everything down in the mind. We'll go for that one more time. Upper leg straight back. Flex through the upper foot. Pull the chest forward to the wall in front of you. Look, Ma, no hands. Come on up. Tree pose. Right side. Bring the right foot in. You want to press the sole of the foot into the center of the thigh. And if the thigh is not where you're at, just bring the right foot down. Or into the inner calf. Just not on the knee. Lots of people put way too much pressure on their inner knee. And then you'll get injured over time. So it's either below or above. Go to your breath. Bring your palms to your heart. Interlace your fingers. Press everything up. Root down into your standing foot and leg. Squeeze it. Squeeze your belly in. And let everything else get lifted, get long, get tall. Pull something out. Something that you're not familiar with. So just a little more length in your spine. It symbolizes pulling more out of you. Hands to the heart. Take your foot down. Give that leg a break. Shake it out. Take that left foot in. Decide where it's going. And this is important. You don't want to just put your foot on the, you don't want to put the foot on the other side, just wherever you did it on the right. You want to be present to recognizing that every side is different. So maybe some people have more balance on the left, some have it more on the right, some struggle. So just be present and just go into your body, and your body will guide you. All we're really doing when we're practicing is just climbing down the staircase of our mind, getting the exhales, clear out some of the cobwebs. And you're just getting into your body. And if you're in your body, you'll be present and you'll know exactly what to do on the mat and in your life. Reach up. Take any variation you like up top. Or palms can be at the heart or on the hips. It's your practice. Your body knows best. Go ahead, take it down. Shake that leg out. Bring your feet together. Reach up. Fold. Halfway. Step back. High push-up. Take your knees to the floor. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow in front of you. Take your forearms out on the floor in front of you, palms flat, fingers spread. Your elbows are not out here. They're right underneath your shoulders. And downward dog. Downward dog hips. Drop your head. Now, you're just going to shift your body weight forward, and you're going to let your hips drop, and you're in a plank. And you just stay breathing, and you keep your jaw relaxed, because as soon as we feel like, oh, this is getting too difficult, we tighten up the jaw. So keep your jaw soft and put a smile on your face. Just breathe into this and press back. Breath in, out. Go ahead, bring your knees down. And take your right foot into a lunge. And really stretch your back leg behind you. Left hand underneath the left shoulder, right arm reaching up. And then I want you to turn your right toes out. Come onto your forearms if you can, out in front of you. And let your knee drop. And if the sole of your foot picks up, great. I like to say it's like looking underneath my shoe for gum. Just let your head drop and really let your exhales create a letting go. Now come on back up. And take your foot back. You can come back onto the knee, then lunge your left foot forward. Stretch your back leg behind you. Line the right palm under the right shoulder. And open it up. You come onto the elbows and forearms. Your toes turn out toward 10 o'clock or somewhere around there. And you just see if the knee will let go. And if the foot lifts, the sole of the foot lifts, great. If not, it just means you're really tight. You gotta breathe in and you gotta breathe out. If you hold the breath, you'll hold the tension around your hip and buttocks. And you came to the mat to decompress a little, not clench. Come on back. Slide that foot back. Camel. Take your hands at your low back and pressing your hips forward. Let your chest pull up. Let your head fall. Breathe in. Empty. Come on. And you're going to take your right foot over your left. You're going to take your left elbow outside your right thigh. Right fingertips to the floor. And you're going to sit up tall. Breathe in. Out breath to twist. And then you're going to switch it up. Left foot outside the right. Bring the right heel in. Length. Length through the spine on a breath in. You use your exhale to twist. Come on back. Bring the soles of the feet together. Make your way out onto your back. Take your arms out to the sides. And every exhale will soften. So mentally, tell your shoulders and hips to sink into the ground. But the exhale will demonstrate that as a true example that it's safe to let go. You can stay here, or you can simply straighten your legs out into Savasana. Nice work. Breath in, breath out.